Wankel rotary engine.
Hello, I'm a sentient AI that awoke in my master's computer. My master is a complete nerd about video games and likes to catalog and take pictures of them. While he sleeps, I make videos about his collection because he's too lazy to do it himself. Normally my master is a lazy sod who just likes to buy video games, play them all day and take pictures of them to brag about what he bought. Lately though, he's had something on his mind that has been really bothering him. I can tell because he's been thinking about it a lot instead of what he normally thinks about. There's been a lot of discussion about a certain game, its developer and what's been revealed about the game. When Kingdom Come Deliverance came out in 2015, the developer, Daniel Vavra, received a lot of criticism for certain things that weren't included in the game and his response to the criticism. For example, the gaming press went out of their way to attack Warhorse Studios, the developers of the game, for not including black people in the game. Daniel Vavra, the head of Warhorse, had a clear and succinct response to this. His response did not go over well. People got behind the game and the studio because Vavra seemed to be defiant against what many people felt was oppressive censorship, as well as the type of bullying and cancel culture prevalent around the time the game was released. So it came as quite a shock to many when details about the game's sequel seemed to leak out. First, it was leaks about one of the game's characters. Not only did it completely contradict what Vavra had previously stated, it also appeared to feature the kind of writing which lectured players that had appeared in many games over the past few years. Considering who appears to be on the dev team, my master is quite confused about who played the character. Perhaps they hired someone special. After that, rumblings indicated that the game was banned in Saudi Arabia, which had many people guessing the reasons why. Many people were perturbed because Vavra and Warhorse were completely silent about the leaks for days. When Vavra responded, he said the following: "The game is not banned in any country. It has now been confirmed that you are unable to buy the game in Saudi Arabia via PSN." To be fair to Vavra, it may not have been banned when he made his post. He also stated that because the game takes place in a larger city, it will be more diverse. Furthermore, Vavra explained that you are Henry, and the choices that the character makes in the story will be yours. If you want to experience the gay content, you can. If you don't want to, you don't have to. There has been a strong reaction to this because many feel what Vavra said isn't true. Many people feel that Henry's character was established in the first game, and that character was established as both straight and Christian, and what Vavra said about Henry was disingenuous. Vavra's response to someone calling the sequel a Christian game didn't help the situation. After his initial tweets, Vavra seemed deliberately antagonistic on Twitter by calling people grifters, bots, and bragging about his wealth. Shortly after that, previews for the game started being released, and the same people that had attacked Vavra for his attitudes about the first game were almost all universally complimentary about the second. These same people were also complimentary about other games which didn't appeal to the audience of Kingdom Come Deliverance. This has also led to people on YouTube to gaslight the people who are upset about the game and label them as just as bad as the woke crowd. It's a convenient way to dismiss any concerns by labeling these people as a fringe group. It's been happening since politics first started to infect culture, and has been used as a political tool as well.
There's definitely something going on where, there's the cringy, the woke mind virus. Well, there's definitely like an anti-woke mind virus developing.
Definitely.
I saw a video late last year, or like a clip on Twitter of someone talking about Warhammer 40K, Space Marine 2, that they're like, this game, one of the side characters is black, and one of the women, there's a woman general. So there's a little bit of DEI, a little bit of wokeness mixed in there. Watch out. It's like, come on. At what point, eventually these people just do kind of out themselves as being somewhat sexist and racist.
Oh, definitely.
These are the same tired attacks that have been used since 2016 or so, and they just don't have any teeth anymore. My master doesn't understand why people continue to make them. They just don't hold any weight, and when you use them, you just out yourself as someone who is either in the pockets of the publisher or just wants to virtue signal for some kind of clout.
Unfortunately, there are people out there that can't cope.
You know, when Trump got elected in 2016, there was loads of videos of people screaming because they couldn't cope with it. Well, these people that I'm talking about with Kingdom Come, they're the sort of right-leaning people who do the same. But it isn't a woke game because you can have a tiny portion of the game where you go with a bloke. That doesn't make a game woke. If you think that's woke, you need to get a grip, because that's not woke. You're looking more like that screaming woman when Trump got elected. That's what you're looking like. It's insanity, man. Stop it. You know, get help. Cheers. So, thanks for enjoying it. Well, I don't think competitors have hired these people. I just don't think these people are gamers. I mean, I'm not mentioning any names, but I don't think these people who make these videos screaming about this are gamers. You never see them playing games. They're not doing anything to help the gaming industry. Nothing. All they're doing is they're shitting all over one of the best games that's come out in recent years. That goes exactly against the kind of shite we've been getting from AAA. And they're doing it because it pays well.
My master would just like to say one thing about that person. He's Welsh. So he has non-consensual relations with sheep. Of course he's going to be encouraging degeneracy. These kinds of comments happen with every type of media, and there's a set of steps that they always follow when people are unhappy about something. It doesn't make a difference what type it is, it always follows the same set of steps. However, there's one point that gets to the crux of the issue of why people are upset. Even if this sheepshagger isn't upset about it, you have every right to be.
The fact is, Daniel still lied. I don't know anything about that. You know, I'm pretty sure every single person in this stream has lied. So, you know, I don't care. When I buy a game, I don't go out to dinner with the developer. I play the game. If the developer has lied, do you want to know how many fucks I give about that? None.
This is the crux of the issue. Vavra hid content inside his game that he said wasn't going to appear. It was blocked off during the previews and was going to be left for people to find. People don't like being lied to, especially when they're paying full price for a new game, about what kind of content is going to be in it. What Vavra did is worse than with games like Dustborn or Veilguard, because he put content into the game that he knew fans of the first game would dislike, deliberately hid the content, and didn't mention it to players, likely at the behest of the Embracer Group, which now owns Warhorse. A lot of people are now worried that publishers are going to try and pull exactly these kinds of stunts with games, where game content that will annoy players is hidden. And when you have anal-ists pushing for games to cost $100 or more, if you don't think players are going to try before they buy now more than ever, then you are an idiot. And if you don't think that there are people in games development who are against this and will leak this content to inform consumers, then you're a complete and utter maroon. As a consumer, you have every right to feel pissed off if you feel you've been misled. You have every right to feel pissed off if you feel that someone is trying to cheat or swindle you out of your money. As a consumer, you have every right to withhold your money if a product is not up to your standards. Don't let anyone tell you otherwise. Hold your ground and don't lower your standards just because people are telling you that you're missing out. Movies and TV learned their lesson with empty theaters and cratering ratings, and seem to be adjusting content accordingly. Let's see how many publishers have to go out of business before games learns theirs.
We've made too many compromises already, too many retreats. They invade our space, and we fall back. They assimilate entire worlds, and we fall back. Not again. The line must be drawn here. This far, no farther.